Eamonn Holmes' relationship with girlfriend Katie Alexander, on the rocks. Eamonn Holmes and his girlfriend Katie Alexander made a rare public appearance on the red carpet of the Icon Awards in London. Eamonn Holmes and his girlfriend, Katie Alexander, were all smiles as they posed for the paparazzi at the Icon Awards red carpet. The GB News presenter looked particularly cheerful at the glamorous event in East London. This marks the first public appearance of Eamonn, 65, and Katie, who is 22 years his junior, since rumours circulated that their honeymoon phase had ended. Insiders suggest that despite lavish holidays and extravagant gifts, the spark in their relationship seems to be dwindling. Eamonn has been battling severe back pain following a spinal injury in 2022, which now necessitates the use of an electric wheelchair for mobility. The veteran news anchor was married to Ruth Langsford when he sustained his injury, but the couple called it quits last year after 14 years of marriage, reports the Mirror. Shortly thereafter, it became apparent that Eamonn had developed a close relationship with Katie, a professional counselor. An insider told the Daily Mail, "Let's just say the honeymoon period looks like it is very much at its end." The source continued, "He's grumpier than ever and his health problems, he has chronic back pain, really aren't helping, but instead of moving closer to Katie and settling, he's spending more time with his family in Belfast, often without her. The lavish gifts and the swanky holidays don't seem to have made him any happier." According to the publication, his colleagues at GB News share the same sentiment. One quipped that, "He's a miserable goat even on a good day." They further added, "He goes into GB News in the morning, and he moans and moans. It seems to be fizzling out for him. He is very low, the only thing that cheers him is going to work, he loves working." Adding fuel to the fire, reports suggest that his son Jack, whom he shares with Ruth, has sided with his mother since their public separation, as has the youngest son from his first marriage. Ruth has recently dropped hints about a potential return to This Morning, the daytime show she regularly co-hosted with her estranged husband. However, she has one condition: to work with her TV son, Ryland Clark. In a recent interview, she stated, "If they'd have me, they only have to ask, especially with Ryland. I love Ryland, he's like my son, really. We adore each other, and we've worked together before, so who knows." Amanda Holden leads celebrity well-wishers as Eamonn Holmes bags prestigious Lifetime Achievement gong. The GB News star was presented with the award on Saturday evening. Amanda Holden has led a long line of famous faces quick to congratulate the People's Channel's very own Eamonn Holmes following an impressive career milestone. On Saturday evening, Eamonn was given the Lifetime Achievement Award at London Fashion Week's This Is Icon event. The audience at the event erupted into applause as an unsuspecting Eamonn received the gong from none other than his GB News co-star Nana Akua. After watching video tributes from friends, family, and colleagues, the microphone was handed to Eamonn, who couldn't resist a cheeky joke following the win. This is so embarrassing," he blushed. "Genuinely, I had no idea that was coming my way. I'm sorry I can't get up. I'm in a wheelchair. This is where I have been for the past couple of years, but the great thing about GB News is that I just have to sit behind a desk and I can still carry out the job that I love, which is excellent." Showing off his quick wit, Eamonn went on, "You know, people. I thought they were talking about, Eamonn, you're a real cult. I think that's what they were saying. I'm not so sure." Laughter filled the auditorium before Eamonn continued, "But absolutely amazing. I had school friends on that tape. I had 2 of my brothers there as well, who looked nothing like me. Just amazing. So I'm really in a state of shock," and Eamonn's only got 1 M and 2 N's, just to say there. "But I hope that doesn't negate it," he quipped after spotting a typo on screen. He concluded, "Listen, folks, thank you. We've bored you enough going through all that stuff, but thank you very much indeed. Very, very humbling, very gratifying. Thank you very much." Everyone in attendance applauded as Eamonn soaked in the congratulations, and they continued to flood in on social media. Eamonn took to Instagram shortly after the awards to share the news with his fans. "Well, what a surprise," he typed. "Apparently, I'm an icon as voted by the fashion industry. Bowl me over. Tribute tape from my brothers, school friends and work colleagues. Made me very emotional. Thank you. Sick." Ms. Holden led the congratulatory messages, as she replied with an applause emoji to show her praise for the People's Channel favorite. X Factor winner Sam Bailey also weighed in, "Yay, congratulations Eamonn, well deserved. I'm stuck in Montreal, I was supposed to be there tonight to collect an award. Celebrate for me OKX, sick." Congratulations Eamonn, Toei's Bobby Norris added alongside an applause emoji, while the likes of Emily Carver, Alex Armstrong, and Charlie Peters all liked the post. Eamonn Holmes issues statement following death of John Stapleton just 2 weeks after pair's final interview. The iconic broadcaster joined Eamonn and Ellie for one of his final TV interviews earlier this month. Eamonn Holmes has taken to social media to issue a statement in memory of legendary broadcaster John Stapleton on Sunday. The veteran television presenter died at 79 years old following complications from pneumonia linked to his Parkinson's condition. He died peacefully in the hospital early Sunday morning. His representative, Jackie Gill, confirmed the news, stating, "John had Parkinson's disease which was complicated by pneumonia. His son Nick and daughter-in-law Lisa have been constantly at his side and John died peacefully in hospital this morning." Mr. Stapleton's career saw him present across the BBC and ITV on some of the nation's biggest news programs. During that time, he crossed paths with the People's Channel's very own Eamonn, who was one of the final broadcasters to conduct an interview with Mr. Stapleton before his death. During his final interview with Eamonn and his Breakfast co-star Ellie Costello earlier this month, Mr. Stapleton was in high spirits as he explained his illness. "I've got a thing called Parkinson's disease, which is what they call a progressive illness, which is a polite way of saying it'll only get worse, but I'm thinking positively about it," he told Eamonn and Ellie in September. "I'm speaking as well as I can because I need a speech therapist to talk more slowly and more clearly. I also have difficulty swallowing, and the latest thing is I've had difficulty with my balance." Given he'd only spoken to Mr. Stapleton earlier this month, Eamonn revealed the timing of his death proved to him how fragile life is. "This was just over a month ago with me on at GB News," Eamonn penned on Instagram as he began his tribute to his broadcasting pal. "How fragile life is. No way did he seem near to the end," he added alongside a sad-looking emoji. "Goodbye my old friend. One of the best," Eamonn signed off, followed by a praying emoji. Mr. Stapleton established himself as a prominent figure in British broadcasting through his work on the likes of the BBC's investigative series Newsnight and the long-running current affairs programme Panorama. His television career also included hosting GMTV's NewsHour, where he became a familiar morning presence for viewers. Additionally, he fronted the BBC's consumer affairs programme Watchdog, further cementing his reputation as a trusted journalist. Throughout his career, Mr. Stapleton became recognized as a stalwart of television journalism, contributing to some of the most significant news and current affairs programs in British broadcasting history. The broadcaster had publicly disclosed his Parkinson's diagnosis in October 2024. At the time, he told ITV's Good Morning Britain, "There's no point in being miserable, it won't ever change." He continued, "I mean, Parkinson's is here with me now for the rest of my life. Best I can do is try and control it and take the advice of all the experts." Eamonn will front a special edition of Breakfast on Monday alongside Penny Smith dedicated to their friend.